Hey everybody, and welcome to Mexico, or rather welcome to my tiny little Airbnb that I've been renting out while waiting for my truck Odyssey to arrive in Mexico on a cargo ship, hopefully in the next few days. And I really hope she arrives whole and unscathed. We'll see. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about me going against all the advice that I've received so far about coming to Mexico as a solo female traveler and trying to prove it wrong. So, you know, that's always fun. I'm Ava, and I'm a full-time adventurer. I want to bring you on a journey that's all about being brave, experiencing the world, and feeling truly alive. My travels have been one hell of an adventure so far, but last summer I bought an old Land Rover Defender and converted it into an off-road expedition truck. I now wander around the world and live in my 4x4. Hit subscribe to join my adventure crew and watch real raw travel videos every week. When I first announced that I would be traveling to Mexico, I was immediately flooded with messages from well-meaning strangers on the internet warning me that I would be robbed, raped, and killed out here.
Alleine nach Mexico?
Yeah.
Wow!
And I understand that some terrible things have happened to tourists in Mexico, and sure, it may not be the Switzerland of the Americas, but you know, not every square inch of Mexico is riddled with danger, I guess. So I decided to test this hypothesis and go wild camping alone on a Mexican beach. But first, I needed to find the right campsite. The plan is to use my afternoon run to go to the beach and find a spot on the beach that's beautiful and secluded, where I feel safe, where I can do my little beach camping adventure. Camping on the beach. Hi. So how do you find it camping out here? Do you feel safe?
Yes, it's very safe to stay here. It's very all locals do it, and it's a public right.
So you think I'll be okay?
Yeah, sure, do it.
Yeah?
It's great to wake up like this.
Well, if a stranger tells me it's okay, then he must be right. Right? So I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is that I need to survive on a beach for 12 hours, and it turns out that actually it's not much. Water, a towel, some extra clothes, a sleeping bag, a bowl, a head torch, sunscreen, a pair of warm socks, a blanket, a fork, a good book, and, best thing of all, fairy lights! Yes! So I think I'm gonna have to make some food right now and then just bring it with me to the beach. All right, pretty much ready to go. Got all my stuff, all my food, I've got water, and now I gotta say goodbye to this really cozy, really comfy apartment where I've been waking up every morning in the morning to the sound of the rooster outside in a cozy and warm bed. It's been so comfy, and now I have to go to the beach, and it's gonna be really cold in the night and very windy too, and possibly unsafe, but you know, the things we do to challenge ourselves. This is a challenge. I haven't camped in a little while all by myself, and I've never camped in Mexico, so this is going to be a first. So I just gotta convince myself right now to lock the door and go to the beach. Woo! We're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna camp at the beach. It's gonna be amazing. There's only one problem, and if you're very observant, you've noticed it already. It's a pretty major one, but I'll tell you about it when we get to the beach. Well, I think this is the spot. I feel like I've just entered a slightly new universe. I mean, this place is so beautiful. I've got a view of the mountains over there, the sunset right here, and I guess sunrise will be on the other side, of course. I'm protected by the dunes, and there's no houses directly behind me, which means hopefully no noise. And it's a little bit secluded, but also close enough to get back home if I need to. It's perfect. It's perfect. There's just one thing I need to check. I haven't looked yet. which is kind of important, is the phone signal, because in a lot of these places, on these beaches, there's no phone signal. Yes! 3G! 3G, full bars. Amazing. Oh, but there is one actual problem, which we need to talk about. So I've got a lot of useful stuff in here, you know, all the stuff that's going to help me survive tonight. But there is one object that I do not have. You may have already noticed. That's right, I don't have a tent. My tent is inside Odyssey, somewhere on the Atlantic Ocean. And this town doesn't have a camping store, so I wasn't actually able to buy one. So tonight, I'm going to be sleeping outside. And when I say outside, I mean outside, outside. No roof over my head, just me and my sleeping bag and the billion-star hotel. So that's a whole new level added to the challenge right there. I'm curious to see if I don't give up at some point in the middle. I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, I thought that I could build myself some sort of mini fort just to shelter from the wind. So let's go and dig that now. Well, this here is my bed for tonight. I know it looks suspiciously a little bit like a grave, but let's just not think about that. So I'm gonna grab all my stuff and set up camp here, and I think this is gonna be a good moment with the sun setting in a few minutes to crack open a little beer, have some dinner, reflect on life, all the stuff you do on a beach at sunset. You know, it's getting a little bit cold here. The sun hasn't even set yet. There's a bit of wind and it's chilly. So I don't know what the night's gonna bring, but I feel like the temperature's gonna drop a lot. So I'm really glad that I brought some extra layers, and I think I'm just gonna put this one on right now. It amazes me that we find the idea of sleeping outside with no shelter so scary and radical. I mean, before humans started building houses, this is how we lived. In today's world, it's different. We sleep in comfort and safety in between 4 brick walls, detached from the elements and the world around us. Something that used to come so naturally to us is now not only completely alien, but also terrifying. You know, I'm not saying we should all start sleeping outside from now on, but it's something worth considering once in a while. Just maybe. So the last couple of months haven't been the easiest. Mike and I split up. Mike was my boyfriend of 2.5 years. We had an amazing, beautiful time together, a wonderful relationship, and we went our separate ways with no drama, no ill feeling, nothing like that. It was just time for us to part ways because, well, I won't go into the details. But this is, I think, what I needed all this time. The last couple of months, this is what I needed. Just being in a place that's so wild and raw and connecting to it. A perspective. Perspective. Up until like 3 weeks ago, I didn't even know that you could eat broccoli raw. Since then, it's become like my favorite thing. Broccoli and hummus. As for the knife, I'm gonna keep that inside my sleeping bag for the entire night, just in case, because you never know. You never know.
Falling asleep without shelter felt a little scary, yeah, but also exciting and raw. In a strange and visceral way, it felt so right to be so close to the ocean, listening to all the strange sounds that it made. And that sky covered with a shining blanket of a billion stars, it wiped all my fear right away.
Good morning. Oh my God. So I'm just sitting here right now watching a couple of people walking their dogs on the beach and looking at the sun creep up towards me. It's so close. It keeps coming closer. So you probably want to hear my impressions of last night. I woke up once or twice in the middle of the night realizing that I was really cold. So that was something that happened. But every time I did, I was also like, wait, I'm still sleeping on this beach, which felt surreal. All in all, I had a wonderful sleep and a great rest. I went to sleep at like 9:30, woke up at 6:30, which means that I had 9 hours of sleep. That's amazing. When do you ever get 9 hours of sleep? It's so good. Did I feel unsafe at any point in the night? Yeah, once when I woke up and I was cold and I heard some like weird noises, and then I kind of listened in, scared and worried, and I realized it was just the ocean making a weird sound. Again, the ocean made so many different sounds, so that was new. All right, I'm gonna sit here for a little while, maybe have my granola and just enjoy the moment.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike.
So Auntie Ava logging in for just a quick second. Always remember to leave it better than you found it. So every single bottle cap, every single piece of trash, no matter how small or insignificant, bring it with you. Take it back. Make sure it leaves the beach. All right, that's it from me. So I've been trying to fix the audio in my videos for a while. So I got these lav mics, a lav mic, but I don't have like a clip or a pin, and I can't really attach it anywhere. Like I've been trying to use sticky tape, but like it doesn't stick, and it doesn't stick to my body. I'm just gonna use this maybe. Yeah, I'm just telling myself that like technical lacks shouldn't prevent me from making this video. Maybe I should just change my top. New top. New idea. Da da. Still looks kind of weird, but this is what's gonna be. Until I come up with a better solution, this is what you're stuck with.